Greetings to you, my very dear Vincentian brothers and sisters in Fiji. This is Carl Michael Hilia, the International Vice President for Youth of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul. I have learned that you will be having a national meeting today, and so I hope my love and my greetings would reach you. Several weeks ago, the Holy Father, Pope Francis, has shared his message for the World Youth Day this year. It speaks about the first verse of the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirits, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. A theme that is very close to our Vincentian spirituality. And so I also invite you to reflect on this theme this year. Blessed, poor in spirit, kingdom of heaven. To be blessed is to be happy. Happy are the poor in spirit. And so my dear brothers and sisters, as a fellow young person, I also know how hard it is to find real and long-lasting happiness. The world offers us several options for happiness, but most of them are just for short-term pleasure. The world says be fashionable and you will be famous and you will be happy. It also says have more money so you can buy everything, including happiness. Acquire power and you can dictate everything around you and you will be happy. Do not be fooled by all of this. As Pope Francis said, have the courage to go against the tide. Have the courage to proclaim the truth. I know a lot of popular people who are not happy. I know a lot of rich people who are not happy as well. I know a lot of leaders who have great power but are not happy. I know a lot of young people who have given in to drugs, premarital sex, alcohol, gambling, and yet they are not happy. So do not be fooled. Have the courage to find real and long-lasting happiness. No internet, no Facebook. I just have 3 good books and a few clothes, and just myself. Journeying with thousands of young pilgrims from all over the world, praying together, working together, living together. And that was the moment where I have less, but I learned how to appreciate more. I have less, but that was the happiest moment of my life. Why? Because I have Jesus, and I know that everything that is given to me, the food that we eat, the beautiful scenery of the mountain, the good friends that I get to meet, I know and I am sure that everything is coming from Him. So you want happiness? Long-lasting happiness? Then find Jesus. He will give you peace of heart, contentment, mercy, and great love. And that will surely give you long-lasting happiness. The second important phrase in the theme of this year's World Youth Day is poor in spirit. How can we be poor in spirit? You don't necessarily have to live poverty-stricken and be hungry in order to live poor in spirit. It means to rely everything in God's grace. A child needs an adult to give him food, shelter, comfort when sad and crying. A child needs an adult to teach him and guide him in order to live. This is what poor in spirit means. To rely everything to God. To let God guide us, comfort us, love us, forgive us. To rely our physical and emotional and spiritual needs to Him. To recognize our own limitations as human beings, our sinfulness, and recognize that we have a merciful God, a loving God, who will always have an open arms ready to embrace us, comfort us, and forgive us. Put your trust to God, dear young friends. He knows and loves us, and He never forgets us. Just as He provides for the birds in the field, so He will make sure that we lack nothing. we must be also ready to change our lifestyle and avoid so much wastefulness. Just as we need the courage to be happy, we also need the courage to live simply. We have a Pope who has so much love for the poor, who is living in solidarity with the last, the least, and the lost. Let us follow his examples. Let us always see God in the poor people that we serve, so that as we seek God, we also seek Him in those who needs love, comfort, and care. Let us not forget to bring God, the hope and the love of God, to the people that we serve. And lastly, let us always have an open and humble heart, ready to be evangelized by the poor people that we serve. We have so much to learn from them. My dearest young Vincentians of Fiji, I encourage you to deepen your friendship to Jesus. Make Him as your best friend. The more that you get to know Him, the more that you can speak about Him, the more that you get to experience His great love, the more that you can be effective in your service for the poor, the more that you deepen your relationship with Jesus, the more that you would want to draw others to Him. And with the intercession of Blessed Frederick Ozanam and Saint Vincent de Paul, I end this message assuring you of my prayers. Have a fruitful gathering, my fellow young Vincentians. Thank you very much.